Yo, people, what's going on? I hope everybody's doing well. No fancy intro, no walk-in this time. This is just straight business and, yeah, straight facts, if I'm honest. I'm not in the best of moods today. I'm still going to try and have an amazing day as I have to do commentary tonight. So, yeah, if you see this before the game or after the game, yeah, doesn't matter. But yeah, not in the best of moods after what I saw yesterday and the day before. So yeah, go ahead and like, share, subscribe if you like. You can clip up some stuff. You can send this to your friends and family because this is serious. And I do take these kind of topics very serious. So, yet again, two young black footballers have been scapegoated by the English media. I can't say I'm surprised because this has happened before. And it's quite funny actually to see people post some of the stuff that's been going around and act all surprised. Oh my God, how is this possible? I mean, have you not watched this country's sports media for the last 10 years? Have you really not? Have you really been this blind? But I mean, that's a story for another day. But the point I'm trying to make is everyone's seen what's been said about Bukayo Saka, who played 25 minutes, if I'm not wrong. He played 25 minutes compared to his other teammates, or let's just call a spade a spade. He played 25 minutes compared to his white teammates who played significantly more minutes and who spent significantly more minutes on the pitch. And they were spared. They were protected, as it always happens in this country. The same way when England won their opening game in the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. I think it was against Iran. 6-2. Bukayo Saka scored a brace. Rashford scored the fastest goal from a substitute coming off the bench. I think Bukayo Saka was actually man of the match. I think Raheem Sterling scored a brace as well, if I'm not wrong. Please correct me in the comments. I can't remember the goal scorers off the top of my head or how many goals they scored. Guess who was on the front cover of a certain media outlet? A very big one as well. You guessed it. Jackie Boy, Samurai Jack Grealish. And don't get me wrong, I like Jack Grealish. I was actually advocating for him to be in the England squad. But yeah, that's just sounding me saying I've got white friends. But anyway, I like Jack Grealish. But in this context, Jack Grealish was on the front cover of every newspaper. The same way England played against Germany in the 2020 Euros. And Raheem Sterling had done a great job dragging this England team through the group stages. And they were awful in the group stages. But when it came to scoring a goal, who was the one to pop up? Raheem Sterling, always with a goal. And he was the one to break the deadlock as well against Germany. Scored the first goal and then Harry Kane scored the second. Scored the first goal, Harry Kane scored the second. Guess who was on the front cover of every newspaper the next morning? The golden child, England's son, Harold Kane. Surprised? Nope. Even then I was like, this is kind of mad. I'm the one to score the goals, the important goals, because the first goal is always the important one. I'm the one to score all the important goals. I'm the one that dragged this team all the way to this round in the first place, into the knockout stages in the first place. And this is how you thank me. This is how you thank me. But then the English media has a previous with Raheem Sterling. I have had to watch, if you cast your minds back to 2015, I think. Was it 2015? I think it was 2015. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, please. And the younger audience won't remember this. Yeah, if you were very young, if you were a child in 2015, you won't remember this. But I've had to sit here and watch here. Well, not here, but in Belgium. Raheem Sterling move. This is how mad it is. This is how big and how much he was vilified, because it made those rumors and not rumors, but those news outlets, the stuff that they put out was so vile and so disgusting that it made its way all the way to Belgium, where I used to live. The stuff that they put out about Raheem Sterling was so vile that it made its way all the way to Belgium, where I used to live. That's how big it was. I've had to sat there and watch Raheem Sterling move from Liverpool to Manchester City. What was it, for £49 million? And he got booed at every Premier League ground. Raheem Sterling once only plays for the money. Raheem Sterling left Liverpool and he moved to Man City for the money. Like we all don't do this in real life. Okay, I want to see you in your job right now, get offered a new job somewhere else for more money and say, no, I love this job. I'm committed to this job. This is my home. I'm going to stay. Liars. Every one of you who says otherwise is a liar. I mean, isn't that a normal thing in life? To level up? No? Do we not have the same ambitions? Black man moves from, because this is essentially what it is. Black man moves from company A to company B for a new job, more money. That's a normal thing in life. That's an absolute normal thing in life. But because it's football and it's a black man, I'm telling you, go back and watch. If you want to look it up, if you're too young to remember, you can look it up. He got booed at every single stadium. This guy was getting booed at Norwich and stuff like that. And I was like, that's how much of an impact the English media has when they want to attack a black man. And the football fan base in this country is so fragile that they will believe any and everything that's being written in the media. They'll take it, run away with it, and form their own opinion. The same way Raheem Sterling got absolutely hammered because he had a tattoo, or he got a tattoo of a gun on his leg, I think. Was it his leg? Yes. I mean, who cares, man? Who cares? There's players out there with tattoos of God knows what, and nobody says a thing. Nobody says a thing. But because it's a black man, it has to be in the media. I'm just inviting you to look at the difference. If England lose their first game against Serbia, just have a look at who they put on the front cover of newspapers. Just have a look. If you don't believe me, or if you're still ignorant, saying, yeah, but it's just a coincidence. Okay, let's wait. Let's wait. And this ain't even about Saka playing for Arsenal and Raheem Sterling used to play for Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea. I don't support any of them clubs. But when it comes to black men, I will defend them until I die. That's one thing that will never change. I will defend this. I will defend this until I die. Man, woman, or child. Always. This is why I keep saying, man them, please, go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. Because as long as you play for this country, obviously for those who already play and have bare caps for this country, it's too late. But as long as you play for this country, it will always be a thing of, we love you as long as. That's always going to be the narrative. As long as he scores goals, yeah, we love him. But some of the other guys, the white boys in the England team, we love you no matter what. Same scenario, different outcome. Sancho, Rashford and Saka missed their penalties at the Euros 2020. Look at the outcome. Look at what happened. Harry Kane misses a penalty. Against France in the World Cup 2022. Look at the outcome. Same scenario, two different outcomes. One, damn near got celebrated for missing a penalty. Yeah, but look at what he's done in the past. He's already done so much for us. What have you won? Done what? He's helped us so much. Helped you to win what? And I know the same can be said about those three players that I named, but the outcome of these two things, of the same scenario essentially, why does it have to be different? Why does it have to be different? White man, free black men. It's as simple as that, people. There's no two ways about it. And let me tell you for free, the media, the English football media, know exactly what they're doing. Do not make the mistake of thinking that these guys don't know what they're doing. They absolutely do. 1000%. I'm telling you this. I am telling you this, people. Believe me, they know exactly what they're doing. They're not dumb. Because I used to work for one of those big media outlets, and it's not dumb people working behind them computers. It's not. It's not. Trust me, it's not. So when I hear people talk to me, because obviously I'm trying to make it into the space, innit? So when I hear people say, oh, you know what, you should chat to X, Y, and Z. He works for the Telegraph, and he works for the Daily Mirror, and he works for... By the way, the only guy that I respect and I will chat to, that I chat to regularly, by the way, is my guy, Darren Lewis. Darren, that's my guy. Do you know what I mean? Love him to death. We speak regularly. Do you know what I mean? Proper good guy. By the way, check out his interview with Sancho. One of the rare interviews that you will see where it's not a setup. There's no trap questions. There's no, do you know what I mean? It's just a simple conversation with a human being. Forget the footballer. Human being. So when I hear people say, oh yeah, but you should, you know what, you should chat to him. He works for the Telegraph. He works for the Daily Mirror. He works for... I'm not impressed by these media outlets because I know how they treat the people or the footballers that have this skin color. Do you see what I mean? That's why, listen, if I was, bro, if it was up to me, because obviously I kicked ball for quite a while, bro, I would never wear an England shirt again. After what happened in 2020 at the Euros, never wearing that shirt again. I'm not talking to any of these media outlets ever again. If I have to talk in the media, I'll go and chat to the mandem. This is why I'm trying to rally all of the black media outlets that I know of. If I miss some, please don't crucify me because there's a lot of them. We need to do our best, whether it's my platform, Saeed TV, Ransom Bands, I'm saying Ransom Bands like I don't know it, but yeah, Rants, United View, DR Sports, AFTV, Never a Foul, Your Fresh TV Sport, shout out to my guys, always there, 360 TV, 5 with Rio, Joe and Stephen Howson, who else? Who can I think of? FCM, shout out to my guys. All of these platforms, we need to do our best to try and get together and try and get the mandem to talk to us, because these people can't relate when the black footballers talk to them. They can't relate to any of the stuff that's being said, or they can't relate to any of the stuff that's being done by them. When Raheem Sterling done that gun tattoo, we knew, we understood, because we come from the same background, similar areas. We know the meaning of it. Do you really think a black man will put a tattoo of a gun on his leg because he wants to be a gang member or because no, come on, like, be reasonable. Whether it's my platform or any other platform out there, I'm thinking of Witness Talking podcast as well. I'm Halfcast, like any of these platforms, we need to do our best. Filthy Fellas, like all of these platforms, let's do our best to try and convince the mandem to stop chatting to these guys and start chatting to us, because we relate, we understand, we know what it means. Do you see what I mean? So that would be my message, man. I wouldn't have stepped foot on any of those pitches to play for England ever again, and I wouldn't have worn that shirt ever again, bro. I'm being completely honest. But to begin with, if that was me, because like I said, I used to kick ball, I would have chosen for Congo straight away. Listen, don't get me wrong, yeah. People know, where's my Germany shirt? It's over there. People know that I rep Germany like every tournament because I was born there, raised there, grew up there. Yeah. But when it comes to if I was playing and I had to choose, I'm going back to the motherland, because again, I'm going where I'm celebrated, not tolerated. Because when I go back home, they love me regardless. It's not a thing of we love you as long as, no. There's no as long as, there's no condition when you play for the motherland. They love you regardless. In this country, and all the other countries, there will always be conditions for a black man. Always. Always. So, listen, I think that's pretty much all I had to say. I don't know. I can't think of anything else. Unfortunately, well, this is why it makes it hard for me when people ask me, oh, do you support England? But how can you not? You've been living here for 8 years. Well, first of all, I have no affiliation with the country. I have no affiliation with the national team. So when they lose or win, it doesn't do anything to me. I watch England as a neutral. The team I support is Germany when they play. So, yeah, man. Listen, Bukayo Saka, Kobbie Mainoo, I haven't even talked about any of them. I talked about Raheem Sterling the most, if anything. I think it's absolutely disgusting to hammer a young black footballer that played for 25 minutes and all of your white counterparts or white teammates haven't done jack for the whole game. But the black guy's being on the posters. The black guy is the poster boy for all the newspapers when things go wrong. Kobbie Mainoo is a 19-year-old international. You can count on one hand how many appearances he made for England. And this is how you treat him. Is he a number 6? All of these preconceptions that the British media has about footballers. Every time they see a tall black man, they assume he's a number 6. Like, where does this come from, bro? Every time they see a short, technical footballer, they have to put him out on the wing. Oh, he's fast, wing. He's fast, striker. Why can it not be, oh, he's technical, all right, midfield? But they will sit there and celebrate a Conor Gallagher. They will sit there and celebrate any of those other players, bro. And this is the harsh reality. Any young footballers watching this, if you're on your way to being pro, when it does come to the moment where you have to make a choice to play international football, just think about this sentence. Go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. And that's my final word for this video. Like, share, subscribe, comment, let me know your thoughts. Share this as much as you can because these are the type of messages that need to be shared. Forget every other video that I've ever made on this channel. These are the most important things in life, where you come up and you support your own. Especially in my case, I will always support this. Always. Don't care about the context. This comes first in my life. So, like I said, like, share, subscribe. And I'll see you next time, people. Peace.